Well, the black 1998 GMC Sonoma is still for sale. So, shameless plug. So, if anybody in the Central Missouri area is interested, I'm asking $2,500. And shoot me a message if you want anything more. Legit deals. None of this PayPal crap, send it to Africa, and yes, I actually got one of those. I trust PayPal, but not for a deal this big. But, out of the vehicle I'm getting, here is the factory radio that came out of the Chevy S-10 that actually, it's down in the basement garage. And I've replaced this with the CD player. And because the amplifier in this thing has issues. The right channel is completely shot. The left front works whenever it wants to, and the left rear is the one that somewhat almost works consistently. Now this obviously was the top of the line radio in 1991. See, it was built in 6/15/90. This came out of the 91 S-10. Auto reverse cassette, loudness, power, AM stereo, and chrome tape selector. The other main feature of this that kind of sets it apart from other Delcos is the built-in 5-band graphic equalizer. Usually it's just your standard bass and treble controls. And then of course it's got the normal, volume, tuner, fader, balance and fader, scan, seek, and your 7 presets. Now for those of you who didn't know, these GM radios with the 4 buttons like that, and you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's also the 3 hidden ones with these two, and pressing these 2 at the same time. It gives you 3 what I call hidden presets. Kind of a handy little tip for those of you who may not have known that. In fact, just a factory connector. And while GM went to a new radio harness in the mid to late 80s, 87, 88, I believe. Since the S-Series truck was started before then, they kept this wiring style. And I would say this radio connector style stayed up until the second generation in 94, I believe, is when the second gen came out. I know my 98 GMC has the newer style radio connector. This right here is some kind of an auxiliary connector. One of these wires is a constant 12 volt for clock backup. I'm not sure what the other one is. I know when I put the Pioneer CD deck in, I had to, on the factory connector, splice in to get a 12 volt hot in order for the radio to work. And then another thing I'll point out is it's got the standard Motorola antenna connector and not the newer Delco connector. So no radio adapter required with this. So that is the radio out of the 1991 S-10. And it seems to function fine except the amplifier is shot. So I'm going to throw this up on the web now.